Oh, hello, Mr. Creative Brush.
Hello. How's
How
it
are you?
going? I'm pretty good.
Should we do some kind of song or
Somewhat.
Hey! Whoa! Somebody didn't like my singing.
No.
How's your week?
My week's been really good actually. Just been talking with lots of artists, like having lots of collaborative projects, I guess, and I also have been helping a mural on 17th Ave as well. So
Which mural?
it's right on the side of Beetle. Right beside, like right in that alley that Mona Lisa has.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just started going up this week, so I've been doing that, which was really like fun. And yeah, school's been really good. Like I haven't really been. It's kind of weird it being online now, but it's okay for the most part. I'm not really complaining too much.
Gotcha. Jess is at school right now. She's going to be a little late, so there's currently 6 people on with us, and I'm sure there'll be less than that when people figure out they got to look at my ugly mug. But you want to help me spin the wheel?
How do I do that from here?
I don't know. Just be interesting.
What are the options tonight?
What's that?
What are the options for the wheel?
I got Rolling Stone interviews, The Duck Boy, a book called Graffiti and Street Art, which, you know, they're never really as cool as they sound. Jazz by Langston Hughes, the first book of jazz. 20th Century Design, and an anthology of sacred texts and by and about women.
Nice.
It landed on The Duck Boy.
The Duck Boy. I gotta hear about this one.
Can we shut the light off in the living room? I want to see what's going on the back of the house. Lindsay gazed at him with another weird look. Please, Steve. Please, Steve pleaded. Please, Steve pleaded. Lindsay got out of her chair and turned out the lights, and the two of them headed to the main window and opened the curtain to gaze at Aunt Shannon's house. They waited a couple of minutes in silence. The police cruiser rolled up the street and stopped in front of the house. As the police car stopped, one of the policemen opened his door, turning on the interior light of the car. Steve recognized Larry right away. There was another police officer with him. Have you ever been thrown in a police car?
Yes, I have. When I was really young, I think I was 15 years old.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
What was their purpose for throwing you in the police car? I shouldn't ask you what you did.
Well, I was just with the wrong people at the wrong time, I guess, and somebody was just like had alleged drugs, and I was just caught up in the situation.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, it was probably. I can tell you, like, I definitely crapped myself.
I remember when I was around 15, a couple of my friends pulled up in a car, and the door popped open. They're like, "Get in!" And I was like, "Yeah, we got a car. When did we get a car?" And then I was like, "Wait a minute, who's got a driver's license?" And it was one of those funny things where the neighbors left the He's in the car.
I've
They
never-
went for a full-on joyride. My parents were so strict that if I got caught in a stolen car, they would have shaved my head and literally sold me to the circus. And I was lucky to the extent that my friends knew that I couldn't be in this car. So I remember they opened the door and they rolled me out of the car into a gravel alley because we got in a car chase from one of my friend's dads drove by.
Yeah. That's crazy.
We got a car? When did we get a car?
You can still do a couple more spins on the wheel. Or are you just doing one
Doing a
wheel?
couple more spins on the wheel. This time, it landed on the Rolling Stones. So I'll read to you from, it's not the Rolling Stones, my mistake. It's from Rolling Stone magazine. It landed on Joni Mitchell, and I know why it did, is because every time Jess opens this book, she opens it up to Joni Mitchell. So I'm going to try something else. Let's go with Brian Wilson. Yes. Also because it was spring. To tell you the very truth, not just the truth, but the very truth. To tell you the very truth, it was springtime, and it just, like they always say, in the springtime, you start hopping. And we started hopping a little before the first of spring, and we got our album and stuff. That is not a very good answer from Brian Wilson. He might have indicated at the time. But what was he talking about? Maybe it's a better question. They were asking if it was personal. We're talking about a record, one of the records. What's your favorite Beach Boys album?
Me? I feel like I'm too young to know the album names.
The Beach Boys?
Yeah.
You took a risk? Oh, yeah, we took a great risk. As a matter of fact, I didn't think it was going to make it because of its complexity. Apparently, people accepted it very well. They felt it had a naturalness to it, and it flowed. It was a little pocket symphony. You know what? So theme number one is the time you got thrown in the police car. Theme number two is a pocket symphony that you didn't expect to work, and it just flowed, and people liked it anyways. I'm going to have to write that down somewhere because people are going to be asking me all night, and I will not remember the answer. Jess will be here in a little while. She is currently I spun the wheel and grabbed the book that appealed to me. That's how I roll. I wonder if I'm shouting. I'm going to put on the comments.
Oh, somebody said it.
Kelly, can you tell me if I sound loud? Also, there's no food for Rich tonight, and I don't think there'll be food for Jesse either. So if anybody wants to bring us pizza, that'd be great. Okay, you ready?
What are you reading from?
What I'm reading from Langston Hughes, The First Book of Jazz. Actually, to tell you the truth, did you see my little Sammy Davis Jr. painting the other day?
Yeah, I did.
So I'm reading Sammy Davis Jr.'s biography, which is like kind of there was a book that he wrote with a partner, a married couple in the 60s, and that was called Yes, I Can, or Because I Can, or something like that. And that's not the book I'm reading. But the first two chapters of the book I'm reading was actually just about the other book. But this is a whole history of everything that was going on while he was young. I'm only at the part where he's a little dancing boy and he's in a vaudevillian act with his parents. And actually, he reminds me a lot of Felix at this point. And I can't remember, Langston Hughes was coming up a lot in these chapters. So young Sammy Davis knew Langston Hughes. But I'm just trying to take a pass. After Hours. That caught my eye. After Hours. I know what I'm painting. I'm going to paint After Hours. Out of the Rolling Stones. I don't think I'm going to throw too much about getting thrown in a car of the police car tonight because nobody really wants that on the wall. But maybe I'm going to paint something where later on in the night, whatever's happening in my painting might end up in the police car. I don't think I ever got caught and thrown a police car. I had pretty fast feet.
The time that I did, I was in my friend's vehicle, and we all like got the clink. Not the clink, but you know.
That was kind of the problem back then.
I look back at it now, and I'm like, we were such dumb kids. Like,
but if any one of your gang got caught, you're all going down.
Oh yeah, probably.
That code only held up until it didn't. Tell me about this piece here.
Oh, that's a piece I did today. It's super mixed media. Like it's like a bunch of sketches that I did. Like I feel like I just do these sketches like without thinking. Like they're just like super unconscious like drawings and just like whatever. And some of them are literally just like paper that I keep.
Your stream of thought pieces.
Yeah. And then it's just like I feel like it's just like a surreal kind of little land. I feel like that's in my head. Thinking, that's like what I dream of, I'm just like dreaming of things to create and like dreaming of like whatever I've made.
Yeah. Your opening bid's $40 for that?
Yeah, opening bid $40 for that.
I got a couple of the same paintings tonight. I was working with Caravaggio painting.
Yeah, I've seen you've been doing like remastered you remastered like old school paintings. Like that's just
I do that sometimes.
It's been interesting. I think it's really funny because I'm taking the art history right now. Yeah. And just looking at yours and looking at like the things you're doing right now, I'm like, that's great. Like I love it.
Yeah, if you were born 500 years ago, you'd be a superstar. But you'd also be dead.
Yeah, probably.
Half the people that ever lived are on the earth right now. Anyone having issues on YouTube is cutting off. I don't know what to say about that. YouTube should not be cutting off. Kelly, are you saying that YouTube is cutting off? I'm going to send Kelly a link and ask her what's going on. Very cryptic messages. Hey, is my screen frozen?
No, you're okay.
How far away do you live?
Me?
I'm realizing you were here just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, no, I live super close. Like I even went to go pick up some beers.
Some tasty beverages?
Some tasty beverages.
I'm not drinking any tasty beverages this month, and every day a pound of weight goes away. this
is the first tasty beverage that I've bought for myself in probably like 2 months. So like it was, I don't know why I decided today. It felt right,
Couldn't stand another hour of daylight. Yeah, I hear you. I wonder if people want me to hold the paintings up the way Jess does.
Well, it's an ongoing thing.
I got Kelly here. Here we go. Add to the stream. Hi, Kelly. I can just see one eye and a very concerned eyeball. Are you having trouble with YouTube?
Okay, so I'll show you what's happening to the YouTube. Hold on.
What's happening? What's happening?
It buffers every once in a while. See? It's doing that.
Huh. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm plugged in. I'm going Wi-Fi and through my my landline. So I think that's about the best I can do. Trying to add Viviana in. There we go. Are you painting tonight, Kelly?
Yeah, it's just buffering a lot.
Yeah, can't help it. It's the best we can do. Maybe they'll switch over to YouTube tonight. I actually got a warning from StreamYard that YouTube was going to YouTube was going to have a warning app that didn't mean anything. So it says you can have a warning from YouTube that says their link isn't working, but it turns out it is. Looks like Viviana's. Kelly, what are you working on tonight? So, have you been to the Glenbow lately?
Me? No.
Where's Viviana? Viviana, have you been to the Glenbow lately?
I don't think your mic's on.
There. My mic is my mic on now?
Were you turning your mic on? I think I was turning your mic on at the same time that you were turning your mic on, and we kept like looping.
Yeah, probably, and I think we canceled each other out. All right. Is that working now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just have to turn the volume up. I probably should have set up on the tripod, but I'm on the little arm thing, so it's a little bit bouncy sometimes. However, I am going to do a little resin pour. So I will go off the mic in a few minutes just to go mix the resin, bring it over and mix it.
Okay.
But I've set up 4 paintings I'm doing. If you can see, there's some that have copper and gold leaf on them.
Copper and gold. Copper
See?
and gold.
Right?
Yeah, I see that.
And they look really awesome. I did 2 yesterday that turned out really nice. And those chickens. So today I'm also going to do the bee and the flower that's right here.
We have a chicken t-shirt to give away tonight.
Pardon?
We have a chicken t-shirt to give away tonight.
You got a chicken t-shirt? Can I see it?
Not really, because it's just me here right now. So Jess will be here in about 15 minutes. She's still doing parent teacher interviews.
Oh,
so I haven't
okay.
seen it yet. I'm trying to be interesting. I'm not.
You actually are very interesting. You
Yeah,
just think you're not.
I'm not supposed to compete. You know, if I flipped on expecting to see her face and I saw mine, I'd flick right off.
Is that what people have done so far?
No, there's 13 wonderful people watching.
Well, I'm glad. I did share it to all my groups and pages that I'm doing a resin pour.
Yeah.
So hopefully, hi everyone. Hopefully people will come and actually watch.
Nice.
The reason I think these are so popular is because resin just makes the colors pop. If we think that they're bright after I varnish, they're even better after I resin.
Yeah.
And when they have the metallic on them with resin, it looks so cool. Like it really, really, you can't really see it that well on those grain elevators because it's so little, the amount that I use on there.
Yeah. What kind of resin do you like to use?
I use this one. It's Canadian. I'll bring it over. Hold on a second.
Do you guys want to see my trip to the Glenbow? My illicit advertising?
Pardon?
Well, so what happened is I went to the Glenbow and I took photos. I don't have copyright for this, but I think they won't complain because there's the Bates show. I really liked it the first time I saw it. And then I asked them when I was in there, like, can I take photos of this? And they're like, yeah, sure. And I think people do things like take photos and put them on their social media, but you're probably not supposed to, okay?
Oh, probably not.
But I did make a 5-minute promotional video for the Glenbow, unbeknownst.
Oh, did you? Nice.
And I think they probably won't sue me if my only ambition is to get people to go and pay their tuition and go pay their, what's it called? Admittance to go in and see the show. So I'm going to play that, and then maybe I'm going to start setting up a little bit, yeah? I might do it again later, and then I'll delete it in case they sue me. Hey, I went to the Glenbow today, and I was checking out Maxwell Bennett Bates. He kind of reminds me of Otto Deeks. I don't have permission to do this, but I'm hoping the Glenbow doesn't mind because all I'm really trying to do is try and get some people to go see the Bates show. It's when you look at it, there's a real sense of loneliness in the people in the painting. So you have a sense that Bates was probably actually going to events and painting his friends. And there's a lot of people that lady's floating in the yellow pants. I don't know what that's about, but there's a lot of people that look like they're part of his life. Like maybe he was out to dinner. I don't think he'd be painting while he's out to dinner, but that would be pretty cool. It's kind of something we do right now. And there's real sadness in all the pieces. There's a real sense of melancholy. Here's some people out at an art show, and they're, I don't know what this Sigmund Freud guy in the back's doing, but you know, there's a real sense that these people are all kind of like disconnected and not really. Maybe they're even like putting on airs a bit. There's always one person in the show that, or in the painting, that looks like he's like, or he or she looks like they're kind of aware of being separated or disconnected. You wonder if he really wants to be there. There's a sense that some of these people he really loves, and then some of the people he doesn't seem to like very much. You can almost look, there's almost a gore to the way and they all look beautiful from far away. I really like this one. I like this one with the yellow dress. You get a sense that he used the negative space where he cut out the yellow dress and just left that black hand. And we talk about negative space a lot, so I really like that. And so here's an example of the negative space, the black hand, white background. I'll do that. And so, I mean, these two ladies, either one of them could have been my grandma. And there's a real sense of like sort of putting on airs, being at a party. He must have liked this lady. You can kind of tell that there's people he really liked a lot more than others because they look kind of beautiful and wonderful. This lady, beautiful from far away, and then when you get up close to it, it's like what's that all about? Like, kind of like she's wearing too much makeup, and maybe those aren't her teeth, or maybe she's gonna eat you. So there's a real sense of kind of sadness and isolation, and you don't know who you are when you look at these paintings. And sometimes I think maybe the people in these paintings, maybe they didn't know who they were either. I like this one a lot. There's that Sigmund Freud guy again. There must have been somebody in his life that was friends with, that looked like Sigmund Freud. And this lady, she's at a party and she's reading a book, and she looks really beautiful. But up close, up close, she's not so pretty. Kind of looks like a monster. And what's she reading, like a movie magazine? This obviously is somebody that he liked a lot more. You know, kind of a cool guy. Probably paid him to make this portrait, and you know, kind of again, you're at a party and nobody really feels like they belong. They're kind of, but there's one lady in the blue dress. She's kind of frozen. This lady, she's like, blah, look at me. Just really like the stripes. A lot of the stripes in these paintings, I think that was kind of specific to the time, kind of the 60s. This is my mentor, Lori Sheba. I don't know, she must have done some time traveling to get back into this painting, but I could totally see her being at these shindigs. And here's him. He's kind of gotten a little more groovy. He's kind of going to a country bar. You know, this lady with the stars probably likes Tammy Wynette. You can really see the moodiness in his older paintings. And, you know, the compositions are great and the colors are great. The anatomy is not always very good, but he must have gone way out of his way to draw so badly. Sometimes a bad drawing makes a great painting. There's some go-go dancers. Kind of picture him in a cool go-go bar in the 60s. That might be my mom, actually, in the miniskirt. And this lady, she's, ooh, are you looking at me? And the friends are like, but up close, again, they kind of look like monsters. And you know, actually, that brown wall in the back makes me really wish that he was sitting in a restaurant, kind of making paintings. I don't know, this one's kind of sad. Kind of looks like maybe it was a funeral or something, like maybe you're waiting for some food, but you don't really know the person that passed. Here, actually, at first in the gallery, I didn't like the blue dress in the painting at all, but when I look at it kind of smaller on screen, it's really striking. This one really hit me hard. It's like a pretty groovy bar. My son says they look like monsters. I like that they're listening to music, and there's a real sense of like kind of urgency and depth. And I hope you go see this show at the Glimbo. Is it weird that I did that? No, I was talking to the people on the live stream. Jess is here. She brought me some food.
It's granola bars. Hi. Where's the camera? Oh, there it is. Oh, right. Are you painting tonight?
All right.
Like, now that you're here. Yeah.
Is that okay? I'm just.
Want to know the themes for the night?
Yeah. What did you see?
Something about getting thrown in a squad car. Closing time.
Oh, good.
It was good. I forget. Matthias, what was the other one?
For what?
Wait a wingman. What if
I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about
He
my
doesn't
next.
know what's going on.
I was in the zone.
I don't know what's going on because I wasn't listening when you pulled that part, so I wasn't even on. Sorry.
Oh no, I didn't mean that. Oh, I mean that when we spun the wheel. Does anybody know what the themes were tonight?
Nope.
In the back of a cop car.
Yeah. I'm eating the gas station dinner right now.
Oh.
I feel you. I had grocery store sushi.
Oh, that's not bad. I take grocery store sushi over
Gas station something or other.
the kinds of things we find at a gas station. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I should
know.
put an apron on and this.
I messed up a burrito or a taquito, whatever those are.
Oh no, I mean
Oh.
that would be nice. I'm talking about like I used to live near Co-op number 1 on McLeod Trail. If I got home early enough, I'd go to the deli. If I got home a little later, I'd go to Arby's, and when I got home really late, I'd go to this is from like work, not from partying. I'd go to the Esso for dinner.
Yeah.
You were going the wrong way, woman.
I'm getting backward. Oh my gosh, there's amazing artwork.
Yo, how's school for Oliver?
What's that?
How is school for Oliver?
Lonely. I don't think he's been in very much. I think he's supposed to be online so far.
Yeah, it's basically all online. They're gonna try and switch it off so that fourth and third years have a studio access in the end of October, I think, and then the rest happens in mid-November or past.
That's funny. When I was in foundation, it was all big classes, and then as you spend more time getting to fourth year, it was like now you just want to be left alone. You know,
There.
Yeah.
it makes more sense that your fourth years are just off in their basements, and the first years are in the big classes. Okay?
Yeah.
Did you touch my bum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of messages for you on my phone. That I also just to complicate things. I clicked on them,
Yeah.
not knowing that they were for you,
So now they're
All
not.
and they're not highlighted. So
I feel like the comments are so heartwarming. They're definitely like the things that I need.
in the comments,
Some comments are so heartwarming, like, this is the coolest thing. How do you join in the painting fun? I don't know. It's just all cute.
is there anybody in the comments saying they're bringing me a pizza? I was a little desperate. I'm sorry.
Oh, right. Oh,
All right. I just want to say there are currently 15 viewers,
amazing.
and if that shoots up to 60 now that my beautiful wife is going to come in, you're going to give me low self-esteem.
Oh.
That's not
Okay.
true.
So I'm going to mix some resin. Just thought I'd let you guys know really quickly. I have all kinds of little equipment here, and I can give you guys a list of what you need to do this with. But I am going to teach a couple of resin workshops so that people can, learn to use it. It's fairly easy and straightforward. You just need to know what not to do so that you don't die. Just kidding. This one actually has low VOCs, and Rich was asking what brand.
Little House does not endorse these lessons. Just in case you do die, we don't want to be
I
on the
know. Exactly. No, I'm just showing you guys what I'm gonna do. And this is the resin that I use, is the Resonate epoxy, and it's right straight here from Calgary, actually, the company that sells it. So anyhow, watch and learn, I guess. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm going to do 3 ounces of the resin, and then I will add afterwards 3 ounces of the hardener, mix it and pour. So once I start the pour part, I am going to probably take my mic off so that I can blow dry without bugging you guys. So I'll turn off the microphone. But if anybody has questions, just ask them and I'll see if I can answer when I take my gloves off.
Well, the gloves are off
All
tonight.
right. Well, they're on right now, but they'll be off eventually. All right. So where was I? What was I doing? Oops, I dropped my little wiper thing. All right. So 1-to-1. And I use disposable stuff, but I know that lots of people have reusable things. I just need to find some that are reasonably priced.
Yeah, resin stuff is so expensive.
It is, but you know what? For what it does to a piece of artwork, sometimes it's worth it. And if you learn, like once you learn to use it, you kind of can make it, like it tells you how much you can cover with it. But the thing is, you learn to work with it and make it thinner and like a thinner pour than they suggest. Because
Yeah.
especially for me when I'm coating, I'm not actually mixing anything in there. I don't need a layers, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just a thin resin coating that I do on the artwork, and it just makes the colors pop like crazy.
Mhm.
But I also only work in fairly small when I'm resining. I don't like to do too. This is probably the biggest right here, this round one, which is 19-inch in diameter.
Oh wow, that's fun.
Or I've done one 16 by 20.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't like to use it on big things because A, you don't get a very clean pour because it takes you longer to get it all
Yeah,
spread out in dust.
I've tried doing a piece that was like 2 by 3 feet.
Yeah.
And it came out with like divots of like the resin just because it didn't really pour evenly.
Yeah. So what I suggest if you want to do something that big is have a partner helping you.
Yeah, yeah.
I've done big pours, but I've always had a second person and we both mix at the same time and pour at the same time.
I
And
just kind
so-
of went in with a big bucket and I was like, I hope this goes right.
Yeah, and it's hard. Like it's, you know, like you have to mix it for an exact time so that you get no bubbles or so that the bubbles are easier to pop and so that it doesn't get full of little divots and, you know. So whenever I start, I close the one that I've already worked with and put it aside because if you pour back in the wrong one, it doesn't harden. And if you also put the wrong lids on them, good luck getting it open again afterwards. So you put it aside and then you move on to the next one. And I just start off with another clean 1 ounce disposable shot glass. And I will pour 3 of these in there. Now you'll notice my hardener has less in it than my epoxy, and that's because I spilt my hardener in a box, and so I've had to open a new one and use more of this one than the other one. All right, so there's.
No, I painted tonight, but I feel like my color scheme is very Joker-ish.
Is it purple and green?
Yeah, it's lots of purple, green.
Did you see this?
Red? Blood? Is there blood?
Is that Alox?
Yeah.
Man, I haven't seen Alox in so. Oh man, Jess, you're making me miss you.
By like 2
Sorry, guys.
minutes Wednesday.
Okay, I gotta wipe my hands on here so that I'm not too sticky. And now that that's together, we're starting the timer. So 2 minutes of stirring is what's gonna happen. Though I don't have a clock right now, I'm gonna just guess when 2 minutes is up.
Viviana,
Yes?
we love you, but we're going to start doing the
going through some of the
Yeah, no problem. I'm mixing now, so I'm done talking.
Talk in a bit.
Thank you, Bibiana. All right. So I'm going to start showing you guys the pieces. There are a lot of pieces, and they are so beautiful.
Do you know, I think I just put my hand in my pants and scratched my bum crack.
Galen, you are amazing! What?
What is in Galen's hand?
Galen has...
What is it?
He will not die. He has black licorice for you.
Awesome.
I brought him granola bars, and you brought... See, we're all keeping Rich alive.
Your school had food?
Yeah. What? It was parent-teacher interviews.
What did they get you?
You were also here. You could have eaten. You didn't have time.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Oh.
What kind of thing? Yeah, let me buy it.
Well, not the kind I want, but I'm gonna get a drink anyway.
You look skinny.
What do you want?
I would very much like an orange juice.
All right, I got it.
I'll take this.
Orange juice? Okay. You want anything?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay.
But I kind of want a lifetime supply of orange juice. Look, a big one.
Alrighty. This time I'll try to leave. So last time I thought, I'm never gonna make it. I better get going. I got there an hour early.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To school?
No, to pick up Kai last week.
Oh, okay.
I left an hour ahead. I thought it was like 9:45. It was like 8:45. Yeah.
There you go.
Whew, that was a long day.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so
orange juice, right?
Yes, please.
All right.
thank you, Galen. So I started numbering stuff last night. I started numbering stuff last night, so I'll start going through because I started putting them up on the event page as well. So if you're new, welcome, and I'll be showing you guys the work that has been dropped off. And what I do is I post the photos with the information about the pieces up on the event page. So this is Rumble number 382. So we always make an event page every week to try to organize all of the good stuff. So
I think I make Galen feel guilty.
he was going to get juice.
Either way.
You didn't make me feel guilty. All right. So number one, this is documented on the kind of dirt.
Oh, you can put the lights on.
Is that okay?
No.
Okay.
It'd be awful if you put the lights on right after I said. You can put the lights on.
I everything's Okay, so number one comes to us from Renee, the god of emotion.
You pass me that.
Yeah. They printed out.
Oh, thanks.
They're on the printer. All right, number one, fired clay. Opening bid, I think that was $30. $40 for that one. So,
And this is your last chance to buy that piece.
so number two comes to us from Eva. Vicky asked, "Do you want a pizza?" Rich hasn't eaten yet.
How far
so,
away is no?
yeah,
what-
you guys
I
don't.
keep joking about
Yeah,
feeding you,
don't-
but I don't really want
Don't please don't worry. I'll feed him after. I feel bad. I just got off of school,
The
so I
truth
was.
is, it's funny to watch me suffer. That's the running gag. But thank you for offering.
You guys are so sweet. So this is number two by Eva. Opening bid $30. And I have posted these on the event page already. That's why I'll go faster through these ones because they're already the photos and info already up on the
What's that noise?
like people walking.
Who said they can walk by? You can walk on by. You can walk on by.
Number 3 comes to us from Aaron Blacker. So it's entitled Jazz.
Where does this go? That's jazz?
Jazz.
That's one of the themes tonight.
Jazz. Oh, thanks, Amanda. Did you just post the event page? Cool. Thank you.
Did we forget an event page?
No, she just posted it onto the comments so people could see the pictures.
Do you know
That's
something?
really sweet. What?
I'm painting on part of the residue of the
Tank girl?
tank girl
Ah. So here we go. Number 4 by Alice. I really love this people picture.
Oh, there's a bunch from her.
Yeah, we're just going to get a couple in every
Yeah,
week.
that's fair. But did you get the new ones?
I got them. They're back there.
How do you know everything?
Well, I
All
was
the
looking through other pieces.
You're so smart.
I have some jobs that I need to do that, or else the whole thing falls apart. Okay. By Alice. Opening bid, $10. It says on the back, I hope I wrote the right one, on the event page. Opening bid, $10. So remember, we start the auction at 9 o'clock. So this is just a preview of all of the work.
How many people?
13.
That's pretty amazing. I was going to try and get a whole bunch of people to share and join us. Only the problem is I wasn't being that interested. So I didn't want to get anybody to come and share and join us.
You're interested.
Do you need this chair? Or are you using it
Number-
to stabilize
Oh,
the knee?
no, I'm not.
Do you need this chair? Do you need the chair?
Oh, no, I was just like this. Looking at
Okay.
this. I didn't even know there was a chair there.
Well, actually, there is another chair here. if you want.
Number 5 is by Alvin Ferguson, our lovely Amanda's brother. Equally lovely. Opening bid, $15. A little framed piece, lots of interesting detailing. Number 5.
Aye.
Opening bid, $15.
What's funny?
I actually really like your new sculpture with your hat on it.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
A couple pieces here by Barna. So number 6 is by Barna. It's in a frame. Really nice textured acrylic. Scratched into, layered over.
Let's say this orange from emergency. Now I might take it into a firewood. Not, Guess what?
This
Didn't land in the garbage. I'll get that later.
is another painting by Barna. Opening for $20. Number 8 by Andrew. So yeah, so Amanda posted the event page there, so you can see these posted in there, and you can zoom in. Then I'm not moving around on you, and you can see opening bids. Woohoo! a really cool piece by Andrew. Lovely. Mixed media on canvas. Thank you. All right, number 9. I can't believe how many beautiful pieces are here. Every week.
A lot.
A lot. So this is by Haley. This is all a continuous line drawing. Very cool. Opening bid, $15 framed. And we have this lovely acrylic on canvas board by Derek Bow. Number 10. And actually, Derek, I want to show you, there's a piece. A friend of ours was moving and she donated back a whole bunch. One of mine, one of yours, Derek, actually. So we're going to put it in this auction and then we'll send you half of the sale. So this is number 10. And then number 11 was from an older bundle. 2017. Vintage Derek Bow. Acrylic on a really nice wooden frame, wooden panel. Opening bid, $20. So 12 is by Shelly Inez. A window to hell. But I really love how peaceful it is. The lavender just sitting up front, giving really beautiful fragrance. Maybe the fire would be one with the lavender. It's spreading its lovely scent around.
Oh, you know, be nice that part that you have.
I should bring it back. I don't need it in the house.
Just teasing.
But I don't. I feel bad for
Do we need taste?
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, just behind you. There's a bigger roll on the couch.
No, I want like that taste.
Oh yeah, on the couch, just behind them. I just didn't bring it. Oh no, on that table just behind. No, I said they're on the table. Yeah, that's.
I'm just gonna take my pants shut. Just want to be.
Because I haven't had time to fix it.
No, it's, you don't have to fix my pants. Or bring me the fireplace, or bring dinner. You just feel. Yeah. I'll take care of me. I had this big pink fleshy leg sticking out that gives a tan, so I thought, I didn't even think anybody could see them.
Number 13 comes to us from Viviana. Little teacup and lovely hydrangeas. Is that hydrangeas? I think so. All right. Loveliness. So this is number 13 by Viviana Pacheco.
How much time we got?
It is 7:48.
Oh, that's not giving me a lot of time.
Number 14 by Viviana as well. The really cool patterning, stencil work in the back and foreground. 13 is 13 resins. Oh, it's called A Cup Full of Pride. And it is, so what's the difference? Is the resin the thin? Yes, they are. Okay, good. Thanks, Viviane. You're amazing. So they are resined. Is it lacquer that's the really thick, see-throughness? Yeah. Oh, varnish. Thank you. Okay, but these are resined. A Cup Full of Pride. Oh, great. And 14 is this lovely crow on the skull. And 15, we got this beautiful, this is the second piece that our friend Heaven has brought down. One of the numbers. Oil on canvas, opening bid $50. Really nice sunset with the lights in the city. Nice balcony shot. Lovely. Number 15 by Heaven. Next. 5, 6. Oh, 16 comes to us from Marta. Cosmo. Opening bid $10. And it says on the back, believe in yourself. I paint with my past, about the future with my present.
I paint mostly my present. Okay.
Number 16, opening bid $10. Yes. Yeah, right? That's really nice. All right, number 17 comes to us from Rich Theroux. So he knows I love this beautiful painting by, there's two painters that have done this painting, or this story, I guess, that I really love. So this is after the Caravaggio painting of Judith beheading Holofernes. And now, I really love this story. So this is the, sorry, this time. So, should I tell the story? Okay. So, Holofernes was a horrible, horrible gentleman. He was not a gentleman. He was a man that was taking over all of these townships and countrysides and just like a horrible, horrible human. And no one could get near him. No one could hurt him. And he just kept going over the countryside, hurting people, taking people's stuff, taking people's houses, taking people's places. And then he got to this one place. Now, I don't remember the town, but it's fine. Judith was there. And he took a shining to Judith. And she was the only one that was even allowed to get close to him. So Judith distracted him and made him feel at peace and calm. And then when he was sleeping, she cut his head off. And that put the end to the war and put the end to all of his nasty taking people's stuff and all of his nasty war and hurting people. So Judith, this is the culminating moment of that story when Judith is hacking the head off of Holofernes. And Rich and I were talking about it. I made a pin out of, so there's Artemisia Gentileschi painted a version of this story as well. And I have a button made from art history book. I made a button out of this painting. The kids think it's very disturbing when they see what it's actually, but I find it's like a really good moment in history because it's this idea of someone that is maybe underestimated and then really
Also, a pretty good warning, I see.
taking a stand and stopping a war.
How are we doing for time?
Oh, you know, it's fluid.
Well, I'm going
Seven.
I have a question for you, Jess, for you and Rich, Jess.
Yeah.
What was your best experience of today?
My best experience.
That makes me want to cry.
Of today.
Oh my gosh. Can I don't know if you'll be able to see this. So I teach art to my kids. I always say seeing Rich was my favorite part of my day, but then he's like, no, really, like, what's your favorite part of your day? And I was teaching
After seeing it.
art to my homeroom. And so we were talking a lot about feeling comfortable. And sometimes we're like, we have these downfalls of like, oh, like, what do I do when I need to feel really strong? And when Rich needed to feel confident, he was drawing himself over and over again, standing strong and confident.
I brainwash myself all
Yeah.
the time into thinking I'm stronger than I am.
Yeah. And then also in the past we drew like avatars of ourselves. So like thinking of all the qualities that we need. We need right now, like I need strength and I need intelligence and I need all of these things. And so making these avatars with all these different animal parts to like come together to be like someone for you to fight all your battles, like to take over kind of. And so I was showing the kids this idea. We were talking about this idea, and they know it from like games, right? So when you start a video game, you create your avatar. So you pick the head, you pick the body, you pick all of these parts. And I started drawing my avatar. I don't know if you'll be able to see the picture on your. I'll show. It's a very poor picture of the chalkboard. Oh, I thought you. Hold on. So I drew my. Oh yeah, you can see it. I drew my avatar on the board, and the kids were laughing so freaking hard. They were like, "Whoa!" Because I gave him gorilla arms because I feel like I need to be strong right now. So it's like clenched fist, gorilla arms. And then I was like, also, I need to be able to see everything really well. Like, I don't want to lose my, I don't want to lose focus. I want to be able to see things. And so they were like, eagle. I was going to give a dragonfly head, but they're like, eagle. I was like, okay, eagle head. And then I was like, I really like the idea of being able to fly. All my avatars have wings. So it was like dragon wings. And then someone yelled out goat legs. And I was like, how did you know? Because we just put up a painting of Rich and I painted as goats in our kitchen. I was like, yes, goat legs. But they started looking like a horse, but that's fine. And then I gave them a dragon tail. And the kids were like, they're so like, we can make one of these. And then we just spent a whole class. And then actually, quite honest, I teach English too. They kept drawing into English class because they were so into it. These kids, like, they're not even in art class technically because of COVID. Everyone gets art class. But all of these kids are like, I've never drawn before, but look at this! And they were like screaming at how excited they were. And this one kid made this fish gorilla, and that like a flounder head with these like huge arms. And then this other guy made like his octopus head and then spider legs. Like, honestly, it was just like I couldn't stop laughing. I was so full of happiness seeing these kids like exploding with like, oh, like, we can do that. And they're just like the coolest. That was really cool.
That made like my day more humble, to be completely honest. Like that's
I
great.
think it's only a matter of time till you go get your teaching degree.
I don't think I'll be ever a teacher in a school. Like, I think I can teach with an MFA in universities, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's probably where the goal is if I end up teaching. But Like I am starting a little teaching gig like where I host the Soul Hub. So like I'm starting like little teaching gigs, like just to bring like more of like a contemporary sense of art to like Medicine Hat, because like they've never seen like a figure drawing before. They've never had like a natural pigment making thing or like found object art, you know, just like kind of the more weird, like still really fun things to get into, you know?
That's awesome. That is
So
so
like I'm excited for that part, and like I don't know, like you know, like that moment when people come up to you and they're just like, "Oh, this art is amazing," or like this art I made is, and I'm just like, that's what I live for, you know, like I love those moments.
Yeah, that's amazing. When people find joy in trying something new, it's like, yes.
Exactly, and I don't know. I feel like not forced. I feel like I aggressively push somebody towards art.
You know, like that's an okay thing. I think we all need a little forced push.
I love with non-artistic people, or like I would say everybody's artistic, just like in their own sense. Like when they like get into it again, and I'm just like, oh, that's amazing.
Totally. Ah, so good. So this is oh wonderful. Thank you, Anne Christine. I see your text and we are on our path. We are gonna get there. There's a lot. Oh, thank you, Anne Christine. So this is by Alox. Don't worry, be happy. There's more by Alox here. I started numbering everything last night and documented them so I could not explode today. So that's number 18. I'm just going to see how far I got up to in my document. What was the best part of your day, Rich?
I'm thinking, like, okay, so my kids outside to just relax a bit last period. Really nice kind of visit.
That's really nice. Okay. So I think I got up to 15 documented on there. So I'm gonna 16 is my time.
I like when you painting.
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which one?
The one with the knob on it.
Oh, yeah. Mark Vasquez painted that for me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, actually just realized when you say the one with the knob on it, that it's probably got two knobs on it to take the
You
truth.
probably just figured out what it is.
I just thought it needed another knob.
All right. What was the best part of your day, Matthias?
You might be my clock.
I would say, well, I just got to work on yeah, you weren't here. I'm been working and helping on a mural near 17th Ave.
Cool.
So I've been doing that with a bunch, like some of my friends that I've known for a bit, and it's just been really fun. And then the lady that hosts the building, it's at Beatles, if you know where that is, like right beside Analog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like in that little alley that Mona Lisa and them share.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really fun. The lady that is like letting us paint the wall is super amazing. Her name's Sienna. She's like feeding us and like giving us like super fancy wine.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's just like it's super lovely. Oh, and I'm actually gonna be able to like I'm showing my class there on their front window display.
Awesome. That's
So
a
yeah,
match.
yeah, it's it blew my mind because I was like 17th Ave is so busy, and I'm like I don't know.
That's really awesome.
I guess I keep outdoing myself when I'm not even trying, and it's amazing.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's amazing. All right. All right. So number 19 is a self-portrait by Joseph Bogda. Oh, okay. There's so much stuff happening here. The self-portrait by Joseph is so interesting. Whoa, how did you do that so fast? Oh, you're magic.
Yeah.
Rich is magic.
I was under the gun. Maybe I gave myself permission to think about it. Like, maybe it doesn't matter. Is that what happened? It's us in another universe where we're like too stubborn to meet.
Oh no!
And you know what else is closing time? So you're a little too jaded to give me a chance.
Oh.
And I'm just sitting here trying to be a gentleman, not wanting to intrude on your space. We do this every night, actually.
This is such an interesting idea.
What's that?
But then also in the reality.
Yeah, no, this is us at closing time. Usually at closing time, like, you know, just going to bed. Well, we're cleaning up here. We're getting ready for tomorrow right here. I guess we're up pretty late, but not at the bar anymore. Yeah, it's kind of.
Oh, right.
Sometimes having a really loud background kind of creates a space where it's like you can get away with having pretty quiet drawings. The background sort of cuts through.
Oh, that's nice, actually.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. So number 20 is this cute little shrimpies.
You can't say shrimpies on it. Don't say shrimpies. I'm just kidding.
Well,
That's what I got you that.
what does it mean? I don't even know what any of the words mean. It could be some like double entendre that I don't even know. Oh, okay. So I will use the correct term, just in case.
No, you can use shrimpies.
Number.
I made that up.
This is not a good time to mess with me because I will take everything at face value. Okay, number 20 by Amber Callback. Oh,
What?
I didn't give me.
What?
It's named Shrimpies.
It's fine.
Amber, this is so funny. Oh, what a
Is she
funny
with us?
life. Amber, are you with us? I love your shrimpies.
It does sound like something that could have been something you shouldn't say, right?
Yeah. So I think if this is, here we go, $5 opening bid. It's a really nice blue frame. And now, we'll invest in an hour, but
Don't say it less than an hour. If you just said an hour sounded pretty good. You can't stay here. Oh, I see. Well, there is. Did you tell them it's at 9 o'clock?
I told them where to go.
That's why we put you there.
Is this in the auction, my love?
Yes, it is, my dear.
Oh my goodness. I'm just holding it. Hold on. This is a number. Okay, so this is the first one Rich did of the Judith and Holofernes. So it's in gold and more of charcoal on gold and black gesso.
I did have orange juice for dinner. No way I'd be worried about all the extra calories and sugar, but tonight I'm like, I'm gonna have like 5 glasses of orange juice. I don't think I've ever felt so happy.
See, silver linings. They're so
I'm
positive.
not even kidding. It's like I
I know.
love orange juice.
I'm happy.
You check me my
Yeah.
wash your hand in my licorice bag.
Oh, two got stuck in my hand. Number 33. By Rich Theroux. What? So number 21 and 22 are by Emily. Okay, there's your motif. So both were done doing drawing classes. With this one, she was listening to Led Zeppelin, and she was listening to Jimi Hendrix when she was making this one. So she was thinking about the music she was listening to and the figure model that was in front of her to make these paintings. So both of these are $80 to start, or $140 if you want the pair of them. Right? Okay. 23 comes to us from Dallas Smith. Lovely little daisy glass. 8:14.
Yeah. Oh, did you send the map and script?
No, I don't. And number 24 comes to us from Zachary Cardinal. It's a really beautiful oil slick add-on to this lovely glass.
There's also a new piece of glass.
Is that by Matthias? Is that yours?
I'm not sure where I put it though.
It's right here. It's
Yeah, if it's the little vase on the shelf there, I think it is mine.
beautiful. Okay, I will put these there.
You see how you're like not looking at
Yeah.
me, like consciously not looking
Oh.
like it looks like you might be nice, but I know better.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
Makes me sad.
Well, if you weren't so stubborn,
If alternative reality Jessica wasn't so stubborn. Number 25 by Heather Trotter. We have Casting Shadows. Acrylic on canvas, opening bid, $40.
I didn't try here.
Hi.
Hi, sir. How are you? Somebody sent in this people to you guys. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so sweet. Is that enough?
All right, well, I got an anonymous pizza, and the joke's on you because I wanted to give you a $50 gift certificate for if somebody did bring us pizza, but it's anonymous. So now that I told you that,
Thank
there's no way
you.
for me to get you your $50 gift certificate. It's anonymous.
That's so
I'm
sweet.
gonna go cry for a little bit, and then I'm gonna eat some
Eat your
pizza.
pizza and cry. That's totally good.
I was trying to be funny, and then somebody bought pizza.
Oh,
Really sweet.
that is super sweet. All right. Now, number 26 comes to us from Robin. So I'm
I thought for sure that was the COVID inspector.
gonna like, who's in charge here? Me? What?
Hey, lunch is taken care of tomorrow too.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice. Oh, can I just say you guys are the most beautiful humans in the whole planet. Thank you.
Check on the receipt if there's a name.
Okay, so here, sorry. I will read what Robin wrote. So I want to show you. This is a really richly detailed, really subtle, lovely, gorgeous piece. Little and delicate, but really powerful. So here, let's read this from Robin. Imagine.
What's the clicking?
Mixed media.
Yes.
Oh,
I can see it. Look up mics.
should I turn?
Which one's the clicking? Is it?
I think we're good. Okay. All right. So, Imagine by Robin. Your life is full of opportunity. All you have to do is imagine it. Even in your bleakest hour, take a moment to imagine what you can do and release the can't do. This is how I step forward every day. Robin, a stage 4 thriver. So Robin, I'm so sorry I missed you today. If you were here to drop it off?
They're really sweet, and they've been for a long time.
Aw,
You missed it.
I missed it. We haven't seen you in so long, Robin. So glad to see your piece and so glad to hear from you. And a really good reminder. So Imagine, opening bid $40, mixed media. That's really beautiful. Let's take a picture of both of those things so people can read what you wrote. There's a lot of awesome things. Everybody is amazing.
What color would your alternate reality self be wearing?
Alternate reality?
Yeah.
So like not me?
Green. Oh no, it's you.
Oh.
You're just miserable.
Green. Red, happy. Green, unhappy. Opposite. Oh, put red.
That's funny.
Taylor, this is a painting of Jess and I in alternate reality.
Oh yeah.
We each have a crush on each other, but we don't speak. We go to the bar every night and just sit wherever next to each other. And I'm too respectful to bother her while she's just having some long time. And she doesn't like me. She puts on a shift.
I'm glad you explained it. I thought it was you after your motorcycle started making clunky sounds.
No.
Oh,
Much
motors. This week, the van turfed and the motorcycle
What?
turfed. We were riding in the car. We're like, please be okay. I love you.
You're driving both at the same time. That's the problem.
Oh, that's what we got wrong. Galen, would I be able to ask you to hold this for me while I take a picture of it?
That's what I got paid the big bucks for.
Yes. Thank you very much. Sorry.
Was that the beard you chose to put the kids at ease, or what?
No, I figured I just was
Thank
too
you.
lazy to shave it off after summer.
Fair.
You look like you're in
They
a
can't
bike
even see
gang
it.
in
I'm wearing a mask all
No,
the
I'm
time.
gonna tell you what you look
Oh,
like.
good call.
You look like you're in a bike gang in a Clint Eastwood movie. At some point, you're gonna get your hair like shaved off or
You
something.
said you were going to say Spike, that I already did that.
No, that was bad guys in the Clint Eastwood movies. They always get their hair shaved off somehow.
Or a mohawk.
Right, you know, like a tire
Yeah.
tread mark or something.
Yeah.
That's a good gag. Any which way but loose.
All right, so this is by Theo Nelson. Back Alley, Vancouver, 1986.
I really want to eat some pizza. I don't really have time to finish this pizza. I think I'm going to eat the pizza.
Eat the painting and finish the pizza.
Yeah.
Opening bid,
So-
$30.
I'm watching a really old Western, Rawhide.
I heard the
Guess
wood
who's in it?
crack.
Clint Eastwood.
As a kid,
He's a
like 19.
he's like a cow driver.
Are you like a regular?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a whole bunch of people that became famous after that were in it. Holy cow.
Okay, here we have.
I think it's a lot of sense.
Maybe I should just put one in. Oh my gosh, I'm super confused as to what I'm doing with my life.
You know when you say head 'em up, move 'em out?
Yeah,
That's from Rawhide.
I know. I have the song in my head right now. Head 'em up, move 'em up.
So you know that show? Wow.
Rawhide.
I didn't remember it until I saw it.
I don't sound like I know it, but I can hear it in my head.
I just realized that Galen probably bought this pizza from Papa John's.
Yeah, that's me.
So I'll buy it from a different place so they don't know what's happening.
That's the problem with being anonymous. Oh yeah, it was.
All right, so this is by Alox.
Was he?
Joker. So opening bid $10. I'm gonna start going faster. I'm gonna try to go
Who?
faster.
Kobe.
Sorry. I didn't mean to shove it.
No, I know. All right. Okay. And 29. Lovely vase by Matthias.
Wow, that's nice.
It's the colors again.
Yep.
Is it the same glass? Oh, I'll unmute. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's so this glass, you can see it's kind of like a little bit bigger than last time, but it's way lighter.
Yeah.
So like I've been trying to practice like how thin I can actually blow glass.
Cool.
So I've been kind of just like pushing and pushing myself, and then I'm using the same colors, but they're super stretched out this time, as you can see, and they're like super like lighter, but I feel like it'd have a nicer effect, like doing a rainbow through like a window.
Oops. We're like looping.
What's happening?
Everything's just kind of resetting.
Okay. Close all those people
It's
off.
still working here though.
You don't look like you're doing anything to fix it.
I don't know how, because it's fine. I thought
Well, I don't know.
this is number 29 by Matthias.
Okay. So how's it now?
Are they joined?
I just closed one down. How's that now? Is your Wi-Fi?
You think so?
Okay.
Oh wow. You know what's funny? I like do my hair with just by the front. I don't even know what's happening back here. Sorry about that. Are you still there? Is everyone still there?
No, I just closed them all off.
Oh. Can I still go through the pieces?
Please go through these.
Okay. Number 29. Bye.
In a minute, I'll check to see that they're still live feed.
Bye, Matthias. Yeah, it's still on.
Darn, I was going to ask him to make you glasses.
I think he can still hear you.
I mean, kind of wear.
Oh. Color glasses. Matthias, can you make colorful glasses for Galen?
To make everything look better.
If they're still on the bottom there, you can slowly add one at a time. On the bottom one?
Yeah.
From that one in.
How do you do that?
Click on it, I think. Yeah.
I've been actually trying to make a kaleidoscope recently.
Oh, cool.
It's just much more difficult than I thought. So Galen, I'm thinking about optics already.
Felix and I dismantled the kaleidoscope. I think that's the way you want to do this. You have one you can take apart.
Oh yeah, that's true. I bet I could actually I could make glasses, but they wouldn't be prescription. Like I could just cut out glass frames. I know that for sure.
Maybe get together with Ed and make an old Fidelity
Yeah.
style telescope.
Yeah,
The leather.
totally. If Ed made the leather for the telescope and you made the glass,
That'd be kind of cool.
whoa. So I'm just getting the information from Anne Christine about these couple pieces she dropped off. Okay, awesome. All right, everything's fine. You like if you don't care, none of us care, and then it's all for nothing. So
Well, sometimes you'll just carry on as though I didn't even have
everything's fine.
it about my idea.
Should I add another one?
Sure.
I get to click it. Okay, I'm clicking at random. I don't know who I'm adding.
Oh, you have to push it down. Yeah, there.
I mean, I actually have to put pressure on it. Did it do it? If it's blue, it means it's on, right?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay, so I'll just do the last one too.
All right. Number 30
There
is
we go.
coming to us from Anne Christine. This is Quebec City. Look at that beautiful light post. So it is acrylic framed, 11 1/4 by 15 inches. Opening bid $15.
I actually have some artists visiting me at my place right now.
Cool.
Yeah, so there's a couple artists, a photographer, and then this is Matt. He's also a painter. He'd probably be interested in selling stuff at Rumble. You should sell stuff at Rumble.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no stuff.
This is where I got the inspiration to do the Soul Hub.
Oh cool.
True.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
We should all
Alright.
get connected soon for sure.
Yeah, and then there's also Eli. Eli, get in the camera.
What's up?
Yeah, this is Eli as well. Eli's a photographer. He's amazing, like the T.
Thank you.
What are you guys doing? Collab?
We're just all painting right
Oh,
now.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's painting. And then
I was doing resin, but earlier,
Indiana's doing those then.
and now I'm back to painting.
All the comments.
Oh, that's really cool. That's on Facebook.
Well, it's on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh.
yeah, so we're just going through pieces that people have dropped off, and then they have numbers, and then at 9 o'clock we have an auction.
Is that better?
No, this is a new artist, actually. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is by Ruth Lee. Ink and acrylic framed. Ink and acrylic on paper framed. I have to try to get this a good angle. I'll take a good picture so you guys can see it. Really nice detailing.
Hmm. This for a minute.
You see anything nearby pallet plant?
There's like a fruit fly in my house, and it's driving me crazy.
Fruit fly, don't follow me.
That's right. It's trying to. I think it's trying to get on my painting, and like, as much as I like nature, I don't want a fruit fly in here.
Next, that's number 32. Then we got number 33 by Stephen. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, I missed number 31. Oh, 31 by Stephen. Oil on canvas. All right. Opening bid, $30. So I still have a bunch over here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So number 32, I think I already showed what I was holding, but this is by Rich Theroux. Gold paint, black charcoal, black gesso, Judith and Holofernes. This was the first version.
Well, no,
No?
there were several versions before me.
Oh, well, first version that Rich did.
Right.
Yeah. You're right. Right.
There's also a fruit fly here. Yeah.
Is there? I think it's the fallen. They're trying their mightiest to survive. So
What if it's the same one?
it left my house that quickly?
Star Trek.
Yep, teleporter.
It heard you had pizza. Apparently, we don't have any good food here right now.
Did you send me pizza, Viviana?
I did not. As a matter of fact, I had my hands in gloves trying to resin when somebody must have ordered you a pizza. I heard somebody offering, so that's probably who sent it to you.
We'll just say thank. I was like collective stuff.
It was.
How did we
Like,
used to do
so-
this? Like teach you all day and then come here and do that.
Honestly, like
Magic.
yeah. Do you have both photos of these on you?
Please, we have it on the Facebook page.
I know, but I don't want to get out of
They're right on the Facebook page. Right. Does that help? Am I helping? I don't know. Yeah, it's okay.
So I've got this series of like pumpkin art I'm doing. It's sort of, I got the idea yesterday to use up these oval canvases for pumpkins. I still don't know if I might have to paint over them. Depends if they don't work out.
Is it okay if that screen goes off?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I shut that one down in case that was the. How much money did you give away tonight?
Enough.
That's it.
Place I was sitting in front of.
Yeah. Okay.
Anywhere else, I would have told them.
I think it's nice.
Okay, now we got 34.
Plus, I like this shirt.
I think it's very sweet.
You see what it said?
No.
It had a picture of Darth Vader on it, and it said, "This is my happy face."
I knew what he was doing when he put that shirt on.
Okay, now.
So we got 1, 2,
I'm gonna need how much time?
3.
Oh, I have to tell you something. Taking a check in the time.
It's 20 to 9.
It really pissed me off considering we left our house on Saturday and there was a solid 5 cars broken into.
Yes.
And it's like, you know
That
what?
was crazy.
Yeah, no, that's actually pretty common.
That's bizarre. Like, yeah, I can't.
There's so many. Usually it's
Yeah, like there's lots of time, right? You could spend all
Yeah.
night just quietly breaking cars and nobody's
Wow.
you know, take your time. Don't run away or anything. Just carry on. But anyways, the last time our motorcycle almost got stolen, we waited all day for somebody to come by and tell us there was absolutely nothing that could be done. Like, here's what happened in the parkade. On the first night, we walked downstairs, and our neighbor's car had been smashed open, and somebody sat in it and smoked cigarettes. The next night, the next
Gross.
closer to the door got smashed into, and they sat in that car and smoked cigarettes. The third night, the third and fourth car got smashed into, and our car is the 5th car in. So after calling the cops and the parking place for a week, and everybody saying there's absolutely nothing that could be done about it, I just started leaving cigarettes on my window shield, and people come in, they take the cigarettes, and they go. That's fine. I'm fine with all of that. Except for
Wow.
when they busted the ignition off my motorcycle, the police officers basically said, like, well, what are we going to do? We can't, like, just hang around looking for bad guys all the time, right?
Yeah.
So, fine, that's one side of my life. But the other side of my life is I'm driving to work, and sometimes my the clock on my car doesn't work. So I reach over the seat, and I just tap my phone, which is sitting on the seat, to get the light to come on. And this car creeps up behind me, and I'm like, oh, what's that? And the light changes, and then the car goes whipping past me, and I see a flash out the window. It's RCMP. So this guy's like driving, you know, like 110 around me in a 50 zone so he can catch up and take my photo. And obviously, I think they took my picture because I picked up my phone to check the time. So I'm at a light, and I touch my phone. I'm going to get like a $300 ticket. They're pulling like Dukes of Hazzard to get in front of me and get the photo clear, so I can't fight it in court. And meanwhile, the answer about my motorcycle is like, what are we going to do? Drive around in a car all day waiting to catch you touching your phone?
Oh,
And it is what they do, obviously.
Oh, I don't have to cherish this.
Wow.
Is that today?
Yeah, it was this morning. It's the least of my concerns. And it's a pretty first world problem, but didn't make me feel warmer to the.
Or how about when your house gets broken
To the
into,
popo.
and it's all over the glass, and the only person that could possibly be was somebody that worked on your house a week before, but they don't bother looking at the fingerprints and following up to see if it was them.
I think that's TV stuff.
That happened to Terry.
I don't think they did fingerprints.
Yeah, they did.
Well, not for stuff that matters to me.
so
Not for Terry.
Oh, they do it.
Dan-
They do it for show.
the opening for number 32 is $15. 35 is by a new artist.
What?
Here. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not. Sorry.
I get it.
Sorry, Caitlin. So
Wrapped.
this is a new artist to us, Mariah. Sorry if I mispronounced. Mariah. So this is called The Reader. This is really cool. So this is grease stick on paper. Minimum bid $25 framed. Really cool. So Mariah, welcome. This is amazing. I'm sorry I didn't catch you when you were dropping off your work. This is so beautiful. Number 35.
Holy crow. How many pieces do we have today?
Honestly. Oh, let's do this one next week. I think this is also
All of them?
Good
All of these.
answer.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the other one by Mariah next week. That's good. And
So I'm doing the pumpkins in unconventional pumpkin colors because orange pumpkins are so passe.
Fuchsia.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing yes, I'm doing one in a very light kind of silvery pink, one in fuchsia, and one in blue. Good guess. That's awesome.
Pumpkin that's under the weather.
Okay, and then we have, oh my god,
That was
did you
odd.
crumble?
What's going on over there?
I just couldn't get up. I was like crumbling. Oh my goodness. So here we
Fallen
go.
and you can't get up.
We have Alice, one more piece here by Alice, and it's called My First Crush, about 50 crushed flowers, acrylic paint on board. Do you remember your first crush? So opening bid, $25. Oh, from far away, do you see? Is it kind of like a vase? Very exciting. So these are all these crushed flowers mixed in with the paint.
Those are all real flowers.
Yeah. Cool. So it's by Alice. And I think I got numbers on everything. Okay, I'm going to put this one up. Now. Amazing stuff. And then whatever we didn't get in this week's will go in next week's. So we try to do one of everyone so we get everyone in.
Somebody bid 32
I
bucks.
see there's
Okay.
bids coming. I'll have to write those down.
Do you want me not to touch them? Because they're gonna be used?
It's fine. I'll go through as
Oh,
many.
nice.
Okay.
Dr. Jones got a bid. You better check.
Okay, I gotta check these out.
Alox doesn't really forget his art.
Alox, I got you. I'm saving the one for next week because it's good.
I need a
Everyone's good.
regular.
We gotta split up all the awesomeness, so we're keeping some for next week.
I hate chunky bits of paint sometimes.
Viviana,
Yes, sir.
what was the best part of your day?
The best part of my day, I'd have to say when the baby, because I have a new baby in the day home,
Oh.
woke up today and he didn't cry. He just reached up to me and went in my arms instead of, usually he bawls when he first wakes up because of course I'm not his mother. So,
Yeah.
but today he woke up and he just kind of looked at me and reached up and, and there was no tears, so he didn't wake anybody else up, which was nice. So yeah, that was a really awesome part of the day. And the second best one was when we took Roxy for a walk because it was so nice out today.
What's the oldest kid you've had in your day home? Like now? Like how many have they grown up to 20 or 5 or where are they at? What's like your
Like my limit,
No, I mean like
my age limit.
what are they now? Your first day home group, where are they at?
Oh, my very first day home children. One is a mom of a 3-year-old,
Yeah.
4-year-old, and she is 25.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then she was already in grade school when I started taking care of her, but her mom worked out of town sometimes.
Yeah.
And so they needed somebody that she could, come after school if her mom was working late or have sleepovers.
Yeah.
If her mom was out of town because she was a single mom.
Yeah.
So that was her, Alex. And then the other second oldest ones are a group of 3 of them. And you probably know Valerie Dove.
I know Valerie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so her 2 kids were my day home.
When?
Evie and Eric, and they're still my son's best friends. They go and play D&D together every Saturday.
Yeah,
They're
they
like
do.
our nephews. Galen and I are uncles to those kids.
That's so, what a small world, hey?
Keep
So
them
my son goes there every Saturday to play D&D with them. Yeah, it's awesome. Actually, it's we trust them, and their kids. I mean, Evie and Eric had so many sleepovers at my house. I don't know. Over the years, we traded babysitting so that I could have a life. And so they would take David, and then I would take their kids on alternate weekends so that they could go out and do.
right.
So yeah, because my son is Eric's friend as well. So
What's your son's name? My son probably knows him.
Kai.
Ty. Oh yeah, I think so. Because David hangs out. Sometimes they'll go do stuff or whatever. And I mean, David and Eric went to the first protest for Black Lives Matter together. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, they've grown up spending almost every weekend together for years.
Cool.
Yeah. And so them two, and then there was another kid that was the same age as them who, Evie's age actually. So how old is Evie? 20? 19? I think she's 19, right? I lose track. But yeah, they're great kids though.
Oh, great. So, I think we have numbers. We have 36 pieces in the auction. I'm gonna start.
Can you give me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you give me a seat, right?
White?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one. Okay. Yeah.
I just stuck my brush into my drinking water. Damn it.
Feels on it. So we're at September 16. So Dan, I'm just gonna write down this bid from this thing, but after we're gonna go by text. So I'm just gonna write it down. Dan. Okay, and then so when we come back, everybody,
How much time is it?
it's 8 minutes to 9. So when we come back, we're going to stop this feed. We're going to start up a new feed at 9 o'clock, and then we'll share it like crazy. Text any bids that you have to 403-629-7424, and I'll start writing down bids that you might have.
That's 403-629-7424. 403-629-7424.
I love your radio voice. It reminds me when I was in Jamaica, all the time guys came on the radio like that yelling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Could I put one of my paintings in tonight?
Yeah.
I think I have a couple paintings that can. I'm not sure if I have. I think I have between
Yes.
1 and
I'm gonna
3
put this one
paintings
in.
there. Yes, that's the newest one. I actually really love this one. This one's totally new. It's all everything that's around it is like sketches, and
See?
it's like totally like sketches when I have like a unconscious kind of mind, and I'm just kind of sketching for the
Cool.
sake of sketching. And sometimes they're just like you just start out with like a random doodle. Rich got me into this actually, just starting with a random like line doodle and then
Nice.
making it into something.
Amazing.
Take full credit.
What would you like?
Yeah.
It is number 37, Matthias. Should we start it at $37?
Yeah, I was gonna start it at 40, but 37 sounds
I only
just
said
right.
it because I knew you were doing that with the number.
Yeah, I actually love the number
That's
sell by
cool.
number.
And thank you for reminding me, Matthias. And hey, Rich, you're so. I have no strength.
So I know we're gonna tune out. So I hope everybody has a great
Yeah,
night.
you as well.
And-
See you
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah, thank you guys. So number 37, I'm going to put this up on the event, and then we're going to start a new feed quickly here.
A new feed?
Something like that. We're all dream items. This is so beautiful.
Aaron, have you ever listened to Peter, Paul, and Mary?
Maybe. Yeah, I think I have.
We were watching Mad Men yesterday, and for the first time we saw Peter, Paul, and Mary, and I thought they were really good. That's my story. Sorry.
That's it?
Wasn't the best story I had.
It's over?
I mean, it had
It's
a
been
beginning.
kind of a tough week, hasn't it?
It had a beginning, middle, and end, but you know. Then again, I never promised you a rose garden.
Well, yesterday I got up, and then at the end of the day, I went to bed.
Sleep.
And I
Like
went back.
Woohoo!
Yeah. I don't know what-
That's incredible.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad I did it in the right order.
You know, during COVID, I was doing it the other way around. Going to bed at 4 or 5 and getting up at, I don't know, noon.
Doug, is this the one you're wondering about? Number 17. This is by Rich. So I just wanted to show Doug was asking about the piece on the floor next to your left elbow. I think this was the one. So also, I think Amanda on this, with all the comments, she put up the event page. If you want to go back and see any of the pieces I showed, go to the Rumble House Rumble 382 event page. All of the 37 painting. Awesome, Doug. Yes, this is Rich's piece after Caravaggio, Judith, and Holofernes. But yeah, if you ever want to see any of the other pieces, on the event page, I've documented all the pieces so then you can see the numbers, the artists, the opening bids. And then the phone number to text with bids is 403-629-7424. We're going to take a 5-minute break here, reset, and then we're going to come at you with the live feed for the auction. Love you guys so much. We will see you very shortly.
See you in a few. Bye.
See you soon. Bye.